All right, if you missed Tuesday night Race Chat Live, you also missed Black Flag, Checker Flag. Listen in as the RCL crew gives their Black Flag, Checker Flag about Josh Berry.
So let's head on into our Black Flag, Checker Flag segment. Starting off with Josh Berry signing with KHI. Good thing, bad thing, thoughts?
So I will start this off. I see this as a checker flag for Barry, and this could lead to a huge checkered flag for Ford and possibly SHR. And this is going to be a giant black flag and could be giant black flag for Chevy and Junior as a whole. I've mentioned on this podcast a few times that Josh Berry is Dale Jr.'s guy. And either one of two things was going to happen. Hendrick needs to boot a driver, which I think for injury purposes, he could be injury prone. Hendrick would have to let go of Alex Bowman. But if you let go of Alex Bowman, where does Ally stand in that deal? Because Ally was with Jimmy Johnson, and then after Johnson left NASCAR, Ally has been Bowman's right-hand man in terms of sponsorship. And it's carried over into Bowman's sprint car racing deal. So as much as I want to see Barry move up into Hendrick, which in my eyes would mean Bowman needs to go somewhere else, which would either be JGR or SHR, because those are top teams with top rides. They're going to be open within a year or two. Bowman would best fit with SHR because he would have the flexibility of running NASCAR plus, running sprint cars. Because he wouldn't get that luxury with Joe Gibbs. We know that with Chris
Chevrolet would want to keep him.
Right.
But with Junior having Barry as his guy, if Hendrick doesn't open up, Junior might have to, pull the plug somewhere and say, I'm just going to have to open up a cup ride so I can have Josh Berry in there. Mentioned at one point that he believes Josh Berry could go over to SHR, and shoot, a day later, it's Josh Berry pretty much signed a deal with KHI, which could potentially lead to Josh Berry going over from Chevy, Hendrick, and Junior Motorsports over to Ford and SHR. And many people, including myself now, are starting to think with him signing with KHI, could we see a possible connection of Josh Berry possibly signing with SHR and driving the 4-car next year? I don't want to jump to conclusions, but it's starting to make me think that could be a scenario in which why I gave the checker flag to Ford and SHR, because they could possibly nab a top Xfinity driver at a perfect time.